interesting story actually.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I just narrated a story about how Puntanam reads Bhagavatam every day in the temple of Lord Shiva.
Yeah.
Okay. So now today's discussion. Let's start from Shloka 1 of Rukmini prayers. Okay, for those who joined late, I sent a link in the group to follow English text of these shlokas. Since majority of us are Telugu, I'm following the Telugu text here. Whatever is comfortable, you can follow that. Shri Rukminyuvacha Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara Shrunvatam Te Nirvishya Karna Vivarair Haratongatapam Rupam Drusham Drushimatam Akhilarthalabham Tvayachyuta Vishati Chittamapatrapam Me. So, Rukmini Devi says, O beauty of the worlds, having heard of your qualities, which enter the ears of those who hear and remove their bodily distress, and having also heard of your beauty, which fulfills all the visual desires of those who see, I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. So, we discussed a little bit about this last week. The two important aspects that Rukmini Devi is focusing here are the beautiful form of Krishna and his beautiful qualities, Rupam and Gunam. In the next shloka also, she repeats this, Rupam, and then Sheelam, Katva Mukunda Mahati Sheela, and so on. So, Krishna's glories, in terms of describing his form and qualities, they are unlimited. We all know that even the qualities of a guru are like ocean, Gunarnava. We say that, right, in the Guru Ashtakam that we sing every day morning. Gunarnava, the qualities of guru are compared to an ocean. Now, what to speak of the qualities of Krishna? So, nobody will be able to describe the unlimited qualities of Krishna. So there is a shloka. One of the poets he wrote a shloka expressing his inability to glorify the Lord and his qualities. He says, Asitagiri samam syat kajjalam sindhu patre Surataruvar shaka lekani patra murvi likati yadi grihitva sharada sarvakalam tadapi tava gunanam ishaparam nayati. So it is described that just imagine there is a huge mountain of black color, and just imagine that is the amount of ink that you have, and then there is a big ocean that is compared to a ink pot. So that ink pot can hold the amount of ink on the big mountain, and then you need a pen to hold this ink, right? So the pen is made of the kalpataru trees from heavenly planets. Okay, Asita Giri Samam Syat. Okay, Asita is the dark complexion. Asita Asati, in Krishnastakam, there is that line, right? Glorifying Krishna's Rupam. Asati Pushpa Sankasham Hanarupura Sushobitam Srivatsankam Maheshwasam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. So Asita, Asati, both are same, representing dark color. Asita means actually the flaxseed flower. Okay.
Atasi.
So,
Is it Asita? Atasi Pushpa.
Atasi, yeah, Atasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Asita, Atasi both indicate dark color. Okay. Asita Giri Samam Syat. That means you have you have ink as much as the size of a huge mountain in dark color. And Kajjalam Sindhu Patre. The Sindhu or the ocean is the patra, the ink pot to hold the Kajjalam. Kajjalam is the ink. And what is the pen made of? Sura Taruvara Shaka. It is made from the branches of Kalpataru trees from heavenly planets. And we need a paper, right? So we have ink pot, and we have a pen. And we need a paper. The paper is the surface of the earth. Lekani Patram Urvi. Urvi is the earth. Lekani Patra Patra, not Patra, Patra. Lekani Patra Urvi. And we need an expert writer to write. When you have such a humongous paper, when you have a large amount of ink, and you have a special pen, you also need an expert writer to write. So that is Sharada, Saraswati Devi. Likati yadi grihitva Sharada Sharada. So Saraswati is selected, if Saraswati Devi is selected as the writer to write this. And how long? Sarvakalam. For the time immemorial, for the infinite amount of time. Sarvakalam. For all the time to come in the future. Still, Tadapi Tava Gunanam Isha Param Nayati. Still, it is impossible to write your glories. It is impossible to describe your glories. So this is how this poet expresses the inability of writing or glorifying Krishna's qualities. So now we have in this shloka, Rukmini Devi is using the name Achyuta. Okay, in different shlokas she uses different names depending on the context. What she is writing in that shloka, she uses different names like Achyuta, Mukunda, Ajita, Mrugapate, Nrsimha, and so on. Manobhirama, Gadagraja, like that. So what is the significance of Achyuta here? First of all, what is the meaning of the name, Krishna's name Achyuta? Anyone?
No, without contamination.
Without contamination. You're almost there. You're close.
Which cannot be destroyed forever.
What's that?
Which cannot be destroyed, Achyut, like forever.
No. Someone else? Achyuta means infallible one. Chuta is fallible. Achyuta is infallible one. One who never falls. I mean, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He never falls. But when they say that Achyuta, he never falls from his word of protecting his devotees. Okay, that's one way of interpreting it. there are several ways of interpreting Achyuta. So one way of interpreting Achyuta is Krishna never falls from his word of protecting his devotees. He's always available to protect his devotees. Achyuta, infallible one. Now, Rukmini Devi is very cleverly using this name here, Achyuta, indicating indirectly that, O Achyuta, O infallible one, or O Krishna, the personality who never falls from his position, I fell in love with you. I am falling for you. So that's the context in which Rukmini Devi is using the word Achyuta here. So, Shrutva Gunan Bhuvana Sundara, O Mr. World, I have heard about your glories, about your beautiful form and qualities. Having heard about your qualities, will there be any girl who will not want to marry you? That's why I'm writing this letter shamelessly to come and kidnap me. Okay. Now, talking about Krishna's beauty, just like how Krishna's qualities cannot be described very easily, Krishna's beauty, so much can be said about Krishna's beauty. There are so many shlokas, stotrams, kirtans glorifying Krishna's beauty. We all know the famous Madhurashtakam. So everything about Krishna is sweet. Adharam Madhuram, Vadanam Madhuram, Gamanam Madhuram, Hasitam Madhuram, Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. Everything about Krishna is sweet. His walking is sweet, his face is sweet, his smile is sweet. Everything about Krishna is sweet. His heart is sweet. So there is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the writer of Chaitanya Charitamrita, who has written the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He describes about Krishna's beauty very nicely. So the way he describes is, he starts describing from his feet, even his anklets. Generally, we don't find description of Krishna's anklets, but he beautifully describes Krishna's anklets. One particular piece that I really liked in that description is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He says that we can see Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati on Krishna's body. So how we can see Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati on Krishna's body? We'll discuss that. So what's the color of Ganga?
White, Prabhu?
White. And what's the color of Yamuna?
Black.
Black. And what's the color of Saraswati?
I don't know.
Yeah. So Saraswati is Antarvahini. It's invisible, but it is mentioned that Saraswati has a tinge of red. Saraswati has a tinge of red. And a confluence of these three rivers, we all know it's Prayaga. Okay. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes how we can see the confluence of these three colors, or the confluence of these three rivers on his body. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes that starting from Krishna's navel, there is a hairline that's going upwards onto his chest, which represents Yamuna, because the hairline is black color. And then the pearl necklace that is decorating Krishna's neck, which is surrounding this hairline, that represents Ganga, white color. And then at the confluence of this Ganga and Yamuna, okay, the black hairline and then the white pearl necklace. at the confluence of this, there is Saraswati, which is hidden. So what is that Saraswati here? Which is hidden, that we cannot see, but it has a tinge of red color.
Kaustubhamani, Prabhu.
Kaustubhamani, okay. Anything else?
Who is navel?
No. No, the hairline starts from the top
What
of
did
the
you say,
navel.
Prabhu?
What's that?
What did you ask? What was the question? I didn't understand.
So I asked if the hairline starting from the top of Krishna's navel, going all the way up to chest, which is in black color, if that represents Yamuna, because Yamuna is in black color, and the pearl necklace that's decorating Krishna's neck, that's Ganga. Now we need the third river, right? Saraswati.
Srivatsa Chihnam.
Huh?
Srivatsa Chihnam.
Srivatsa Chihnam. That is what our Premchandrika Prasanna also said.
Is it invisible?
No,
Prabhuji?
Kaustubham and Srivatsa Chihnam are different, right? Kaustubham is the money.
Oh, she said Kaustubha.
Srivatsa Chihnam. Srivatsa Chihnam is the mark he has.
Okay. Yeah. So something else?
Is it invisible, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Okay. Kasturi Tilakam.
That's the feature of Saraswati, right? Invisible, Antarvahini.
Maybe Kasturi
So
Tilakam, I
Srivatsa
think.
and Kaustubha, they both are visible.
Yeah, Kasturi Tilakam also visible, Prabhuji.
Kasturi Tilakam is on the face. You're talking about
only body, okay.
Chest region.
Okay. Heart,
yes. Yeah. So the heart, which has a tinge of red color, and that's the color of Saraswati also, that represents Saraswati. So the confluence of these three rivers is Prayaga, which we can see on Krishna's body. So this is one of the unique descriptions I have seen describing Krishna's beauty. So, and there are many more beautiful things in that description. I can share sometime in the group. So now in the same description of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami about gunas, Krishna's qualities, he uses a metaphor of coconut. So imagine you have a coconut. The surface of the coconut, which is a hard shell, it's very hard. It's very hard to penetrate. And inside the coconut, it's full of the coconut water, sweet water, and then there is sweet coconut, what do you call that, pulp or whatever. Now, let's say a parrot is trying to penetrate into this coconut with its beak. Will the parrot ever be able to break the coconut and taste the sweet, which is the water and pulp inside the coconut? No, the parrot will never be able to break through the coconut, the hard shell of the coconut, and taste the sweetness. So that's the attempt of all of us who are trying to understand or experience the qualities of Krishna. It's very, very hard to know. So it's one thing. It's unlimited, and it's hard to know. Krishna has to reveal. Once we make our heart pure, then Krishna will reveal his heart. So this Shravanam of Bhagavatam will purify our hearts. Shrunvatam Svakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hrudhyanantasto Hyabadrani Vidunoti Suhrut Satam. So Shukadeva Goswami says in first canto, Pradama Skandam of Bhagavatam, glorification of Bhagavatam, he says that Shrunvatam Swakata Krishna. If we hear Katha of Krishna, the Leelas of Krishna, Shrunvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha. If we hear the glorious pastimes or Leelas of Krishna, what happens? Hrudyanansto abhadrani. It will remove all the anarthas or the abhadras of our heart. Shrinvatam swakata Krishna punya shravana kirtanaha hrudyanantasto hyabhadrani. And the last line is very important. Vidunoti suhrut satam. Vidunoti means Vishesha Rupena Dunoti. Dunoti is almost similar to the Dona. In Hindi, Dona means to wash, washing the clothes. So just like how a washerman washes the clothes, and if you watch how the washermen wash their clothes in India, in the Dhobi Ghat, they just bang the clothes on a hard surface. So just like that, the Shravanam of Bhagavatam will cleanse our heart just like that. Vidunoti. Vishesha Rupena Dunoti. So once we make our heart pure, then Krishna will reveal his heart and he will come and sit in our heart. And that is possible only when we read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, especially the prayers of great devotees like Prahlada, Dhruva, Kunti Maharani, Rukmini Devi, and so on. Okay, so that's about the first shloka. So here, another important point in this shloka is Rukmini Devi is saying that hearing about your qualities will reduce the heat of the body. Haratonga tapam, nirvishya karna vivarair haratonga tapam. Now, if we compare our situation in the material world, we are all feeling the distress of, or we are all feeling this heat of material distress. The only way to get rid of that heat, that angatapam, is Krishna Katha. If we hear Krishna's qualities, then that heat of the body will be removed. Nirvishya karna vivarair haratonga tapam. Rupam drisham drishimatam akhilartha labam. Oh Krishna, simply taking your darshan will fulfill all the desires of the life. Akhilartha labam. Rupam drisham drishimatam akhilartha labam. So, tvayachyuta vishati chittam apatrapam me. So just like how Rukmini Devi is writing, saying that I am writing this to you shamelessly. Now, what is our position in the material world? We are married to Krishna. See, only Krishna is Purusha. All of us, including the men, women, everybody, we are all Prakriti. We are all female. Only Krishna is male. Rest everyone are female. So we are all married to Krishna, but what are we doing? We have fixed our mind shamelessly on something else. Rukmini's position was his marriage was fixed to somebody, and she writes saying that I'm shamelessly fixing my mind upon you, Krishna. And we are doing the opposite of that. We are eternally married to Krishna. We are an amsha of Krishna. Instead of focusing our mind on Krishna, we are focusing on something else. So our prayer should be, oh Krishna, please come and rescue me. Please come and help me to reduce the heat of our body and take us to Vaikuntha. Okay, so next shloka. So somebody can repeat after me when I recite the shloka. Premchandrika, you want to repeat? Or someone else? Katva mukunda mahati kulasheela rupa vidya vayo dravina dama biratmatulyam.
Katva mukunda mahati kulasheela rupa vidya vayotra vinadabhamirat tulyam.
Dhirapatim kulavati navrinita kanya kalendra simha naraloka manobhiramam.
Dhirapatim kulavateen prutita kanya kalendu simmanaralokamanoviramam.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is she saying here? O Mukunda, you are equal only to yourself in lineage, character, beauty, knowledge, youthfulness, wealth, and influence. O lion among men, you delight the minds of all mankind. What aristocratic, sober-minded, and marriageable girl of a good family would not choose you as her husband when the proper time has come? Okay, so here also she is talking about Krishna's Rupam and Sheelam, the qualities. Katva Mukunda Mahati Kulashila Rupa. And there are more qualifications. When typically in a in a Hindu marriage, when the parents of the girl, they are looking for a suitable groom, what are they looking for? They are looking for Vidya, Vayassu, and Dravidam. So especially these days, this is what they are looking for. What they have studied, have they done masters or PhD, which college they went to, and how much money they have, what's their age. These are the only three things they are looking for. What's their annual package, that's Dravida. And also Rupam, right? Yeah, the boy also should be handsome. But nobody talks about Sheelam or Gunam. So, Rukmini Devi, before talking about Vidya, Vayo and Dravida, she talked about Gunam. Obviously, she is attracted to the Rupam also. And Krishna's Rupam is enhanced by his qualities. It's not the physical beauty itself, but it's his internal beauty that is making his external beauty more apparent or more obvious, more visible. So she's giving more emphasis to Sheelam and Gunam, and then she's also talking about Vidya, Vayo, Dravida. So Vidya, Krishna went to uh, the school, Sandipani Muni school, and then he learned 64 qualities in 64 days. One quality per day. And those are not simple qualities. These are, qualities that, these are the skills, 64 skills in 64 days. So in today's world, if somebody has to learn music, the Shastriya Sangeetam, Carnatic, vocal music, it is mentioned that they need to take 7 lifetimes to do some sukriti, to have some, sukriti, punya karma, sukriti, and then after 7 lifetimes, then they can start saying sa, ri, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, are those things. So to say these 7 swaras, they need to take 7 lifetimes. They need to have sukriti from 7 lifetimes. Now here, Krishna learnt that skill in just one day. And he spoke the entire essence of the Vedas in the form of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in just an hour to hour and a half time. Vidya. He's all knowledgeable. That is one of the criteria of Bhagavan, right? Aishwaryasya samagrascha viryascha yashaya shriya jnana vairagya yoschaiva shannam bhagam itingana. That's the definition or the criteria of Bhagavan given by Parashara Muni. So Krishna is all knowledgeable. He's full of knowledge, along with the other 5 opulences or Aishwarya. He's all rich. He's all beautiful. He's all famous, and he has he's all powerful. And despite possessing all these qualities, he's all renounced. He can renounce all the other 5 qualities and he's ready to be a mendicant. So Vidya, he's fully qualified from that perspective. Vayo. So is he a suitable match to Rukmini Devi in terms of age? Yes. Navanava Yavana Vanam. Krishna was about 90 years old when the Kurukshetra war happened, but he looked like a 16 years old boy. He's always youthful. Vayo, that qualification is also met. And Dravina is the wealth, money. How much money Krishna has? So one of the acharyas, they mention, we cannot describe, we cannot even count the number of $1 bills that Krishna possesses, or we cannot even describe how much is his wealth. But one acharya commented saying that if we know, or if we at least have an idea how much wealth Krishna gives in charity, then we get an idea of how much wealth he has. So it is mentioned that Krishna or Nanda Maharaj, okay, Krishna is the son of Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj would give in charity every day. I don't remember the exact number, but some thousands of cows every day in charity. Nanda Maharaj himself, he owns some 90 lakh cows or something, and he donates so many, he donates thousands of cows every single day. And these are not just ordinary cows. The cows decorated with so much of golden jewelry. That is how much charity Nanda Maharaj does every day. Now Krishna is the son of Nanda Maharaj. So if Krishna or his family is donating so much in charity, now how much would they have? How much wealth would they have? So Dravina, that qualification is also met. Vidya Vayo Dravina Dhamabir Atmatulyam. Atmatulyam means Krishna only, O Mukunda, only you yourself are equal in these 3 categories, Vidya, Vaya and Dravina. Bhagavatam first shloka also says, right, he is Swarat. He is independent. He is above everyone. Asamordva Rupa Shri. Okay, another phrase that is used to describe Krishna's position is Asamordva Rupa Shri. Asama Urdhva. Asama means nobody is equal. Urdhva, there is no one above. Forget about someone being above Krishna. Not even Asama, not even Sama. So Asamordhva Rupa Shri. So that phrase is used to describe Krishna's beauty. But the same thing can be used to describe all other qualifications, Vidya, Vayo, Dravina. guna, etc. Asamordva. So Rukmini Devi is saying Atmatulyam. Krishna, you yourself are equal to you are equal to yourself alone. Dhira patim kulavati navrinita kanya kale nrisimha naraloka manobhiramam. Now she is invoking this name here, Narasimha, because in the next episode that's going to happen, where Krishna comes and fights with other soldiers and then kidnaps Rukmini. Now she has to invoke some valorous qualities, the viryata. She has to invoke the viryata of Krishna, right? So she's using this word Nrisimha. Just like how Nrisimha came as a powerful personality to kill Hiranyakashipu, like that, Krishna is going to come and fight with all the other soldiers and kidnap Rukmini. Kale Nrisimha Naraloka Manobhiramam. Okay, that's about. And in fact, in the next shloka, she uses the word Virya Shulkam. We have heard about Kanya Shulkam, right? Kanya Shulkam is a type of is a marriage in which the groom has to give dowry or money to the bride. Kanya Shulkam. It used to be there in the olden days. Now it's the other way around. I think in the future we're going to see Kanya Shulkam again, because there is a scarcity of girls. So the boys will be ready to give Kanya Shulkam to the brides.
In Kerala, actually, that was a culture, Prabhuji.
Even now?
And now it is kind of, that formality is there, but the quantity has decreased. But that color, they call that like petty panam. They don't give cash, but they give all the things that the girl needs, like sari, jewelry, makeup items. If she moves to a new place, like whatever she will need for her basic necessities, like that they'll give, and then take the girl.
Okay. Yeah, and who is writing this letter? Who is asking for Virya Shulkam here or Kanya Shulkam here? Sri Mahalakshmi, Rukmini, none other than Sri Mahalakshmi, who is the possessor of all the wealth, who is the giver of all the wealth to others. So she deserves all the Shulkam from Krishna. And if we observe all these shlokas, the point that I mentioned earlier, right? Rukmini Devi, she's using different names of Krishna. She's doing Nama Sankirtana while writing this letter. She's doing Nama Sankirtana, and she's using appropriate names depending on the context. So we see similar Nama Sankirtana during Abhishekams, right? In Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, when they are doing, for example, in our Balaji temple, Bellevue temple, every month there is a Mandala Abhisheka. Every second Saturday they do a Mandala Abhisheka. During that process, they recite Vedam and Purusha Suktam, all the Pancha Suktams. So, and even in our Sampradaya, Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, when there is an Abhishekam, we recite. What do we recite? Does anyone know?
Brahma Samhita.
Brahma Samhita. Yeah. So what's the reason behind that?
Glorifying the Lord.
Okay, that's one. Very good. What's another reason?
For reading Brahma Samhita or for reading Purusha Suktam or the Pancha Suktams?
Both.
Purusha Suktam is the essence of all the 5 Suktams are the essence of Vedas, Upanishads, everything. So we can't read all of them, right? So we do the charamam. For anything, if we cannot do everything, we just do the charamam. So
Yeah.
these suktams are the essence of Vedam and Upanishad. So we read those, then it will be a Vedic whatever what it's Veda Pramanikamaina oka Kriya Bhagam. Yeah.
So what's the most essential element in these suktams or samhitas? What is one element that is repeated over and over again in all these suktams and stotrams or
The Vyaptitvam is over and over.
Govindamadi Purusham.
The Vyaptitvam, Sarva Vyaptitvam.
Sarva.
Antarbahishya Tatsarvam. That's the essence.
He's the first.
All pervading nature of Vishnu or Krishna.
Yeah, that's the core, and to recognize that the Tattvam everywhere.
Okay.
And its presence. That's the main.
Okay.
Mm.
Anyone else? Shiva, you were saying something?
No, Prabhuji, I was just recalling Ishvara, Krishna.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, see, when we do Abhishekam with so many ingredients, so many dravyams, right? We all know in this age, it is difficult to get these ingredients in pure quality. And the way the pujaris do sometimes is also not a proper way. They might do in a rush, or they may not do it in a proper way. So, what is the prescribed method for Kali Yuga? Nama Sankirtana, right? In the previous yugas, it is either meditation or yajnas or vigraharadhana, but Kali Yuga is Nama Sankirtana. So in all these suktams, stotrams or samhitas that we recite while doing this abhishekam, we are actually doing Nama Abhishekam. We are doing abhishekam to the murtis, to the vigrahas, by doing Nama Sankirtana. That's the actual abhishekam. The Nama Abhisheka is the actual abhishekam. The actual ceremony, using different dravyams and so on, can be considered as a part of the ceremony. But what we can offer, with a pure heart or with a pure intention, pure desire, the best thing that we can offer is Nama Sankirtana. So that is what Rukmini Devi is doing here. She is doing Nama Abhishekam to Krishna in her letter by calling out the different names of Krishna: Mukunda, Ajita, Achyuta. In one of the shlokas, she uses the name Gadagraja. Does anyone know the meaning of Gadagraja?
Yeah, he's the brother of Balaram.
Okay. So Agraja is the elder one, that I get it. But who is Gada here? Gadagraja, the literal meaning of the word Gadagraja means elder brother of Gada. So who is Gada here? And has anyone heard this name before? Gadagraja?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. The Vishnu Sahasranama has this shloka, right? Tejo vrishodutidara sarva shastra britambara pragraho nigraho vyagro naika shrungo gadagrajaha. So in Rukmini's letter also, she uses, I think in the 6th or 7th shloka, she uses the same name, Gadagraja. So Gada is the name of Devaki's elder sister's son, who is also married to Vasudeva. Devaki and her sister, both of them are married to Vasudeva, and Devaki's sister's son is Gada. So So Krishna is no. Yeah. He's the brother of the elder son, Gada. Yeah, Gadagraja. So,
Gada, Krishna is older. Gada is Krishna's brother, younger brother. Gada's Agraja will be Sri Krishna.
okay, so even though Devaki's elder sister, but I think maybe she had the son later, probably.
So Gada Agraja. Agraja is always the
Agraja.
younger one, right?
Yeah,
So
he's the
Gada
elder.
has to be younger one.
Elder brother. Yeah, he's the elder brother.
Krishna is
Krishna is elder. Yeah. So she uses this name here to indicate that, O son of, Vasudeva, because in the marriage invitation we use we write the names of the parents, right? So she's writing. Rukmini Devi is writing the marriage invitation also. The son of Vasudeva. So like that, she uses different names. Let's go to the next shloka. We can stop after that. Okay, shloka number 3. Tanme bhavan kalu vrita patirajnajayam atmarpitascha bhavatotra vibho videhi ma veera bhagamabhimarshatu chaidya arad gomayuvanma gruha gomayuvanmrugapater bhalimambujaksha. So here another name, Ambujaksha. O lotus-eyed one. Ambujaksha means O lotus-eyed one. So let's see what is the meaning of this shloka. Therefore, my dear Lord, I have chosen you as my husband. So she has given all the reasons why she is choosing Krishna as her husband. Because Krishna meets all the qualifications or criteria to become a perfect groom for her. Vidya, Vayo, Dravina, Rupa, Guna and Sheela. I have chosen you as my husband and I surrender myself to you. Please come swiftly, O Almighty One, and make me your wife. My dear lotus-eyed Lord, let Shishupala never touch the hero's proportion like a jackal stealing the property of a lion. So now she is requesting Krishna. She's asking Krishna, "Oh Krishna, please come and kidnap me." And she's saying that let this demoniac person, Shishupala, never touch me. Who is the property of you? I belong to you. I am your property. So let this Shishupala not touch me. Just like how a lion will never allow a jackal or any other animal in the forest to touch her portion of the meal. But what are we doing in the material world? We are letting all demoniac thoughts enter our mind. We are engaged in so many abominable activities. So we are inviting the demoniac propensities. We are engaged in demoniac activities. As they say in Treta Yuga, the divine people and demoniac people, they used to live in different lokas. Whereas in the next yuga, Treta Yuga, divine and demoniac people live in the same loka, same world, but in different different continents of the same world. And one yuga later, Dwapara Yuga, the divine and demoniac people, they live in the same what do you call that? After continent, what's the subdivision? Not the city. Between city and continent, is there another subdivision?
Country, like that? Country?
Country, yeah, country. Yeah, different countries. Okay, Ayodhya and Lanka, different countries. Whereas in Kali Yuga, the divine and demoniac qualities, they are residing in the same city. This city of 9 gates in our body. Okay, so we have both good dog and bad dog within us. So Rukmini Devi is telling to Krishna, let the Shishupala never touch me. So our prayer to Krishna should be, oh Krishna, please help me focus my mind upon you. Please help me fix my mind upon you. Please give me Nischala Bhakti so that these demoniac qualities will not enter me. Just like how Kulashekara Alvar in Mukundamala Stotra, almost in every shloka, he prays to Mukunda, oh Krishna, please bless me so that I always fix my mind upon you. Mukunda Murtha Pranipatyayache Bhavantam Ekantamiyanthamardam Avismritistvacharanaravinde Bhave Bhave Mestu Bhavat Prasadat. Oh Mukunda, please give me this benediction, this prasada of keeping my mind always upon your lotus feet. So that should be our prayer to Krishna, to come and attack these enemies who are trying to enter our mind. So we should pray to Krishna that let those demoniac qualities do not touch us. Okay. I think we can pause here. And we can continue from tomorrow, the rest of the things. But before we wrap up, any discussion, any comment, question, reflection?
Prabhuji, like whatever the slokas that we have seen so far, right? Yeah. So based on that, I don't know from where this one came, which says, Eni gunamulu karne indriyamulu sopa dehatapambulu tiripo. Eni subakara nichimpakanula akilata labambu kaliguchundu. Eni charana sevale proddu chesina bhuvanotpava tattvambu pondagalugu.
That may be from Potana Bhagavatam.
Is it Potana Bhagavatam?
Yeah. So I think Lavanya just left. Otherwise, you would have recognized these shlokas.
Yeah.
That sounds like from Potana Bhagavatam, Telugu.
Yeah. So it's very simple Telugu lyrics they have put. Danyun loka manobirama kula vidya rupa tarunya saujanya sri paladhana shaurya karuna samshobitun.
Is it from Rukmini letter or some other
Rukmini Kalyana Lekha only.
Oh, Rukmini Kalyana.
The Telugu lyrics. Korade munu ramakanta lala mamburaja aneka simha navalanane janminchane mogamul. Same.
Nice. Yeah.
Sriyutamurti Simhama. Yeah, Nanduri Srinivas Garani lyrics lo padaru.
Yeah, I know Nanduri Srinivas.
అంకిలి సెప్పలేదు చతురంగ బలములతోడ నెల్లియో పంకజనాభ నీవు శిశుపాల జరాసుతులంజయించి నా వంకకు వచ్చి రాక్షస వివాహమునన్ భవదీయ శౌర్యమే ఎంకువసేసి కృష్ణ పురుషోత్తమ చేకొని పమ్ము వచ్చెదన్.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Maybe tomorrow you can recite the whole Rukmini Kalyan Lekha.
Oh my God, Kastam Prabhuji.
Practice, maybe after
Yeah,
2
practice.
2 days.
Yeah, I was practicing Bhishma Stuti. I was listening to the same prayer you have done earlier in the second part.
Yeah,
So I was trying to get into that tune, basically.
okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll send you the recording after I practice.
Yeah.
Sure, Prabhuji. Very well.
Anyone else? Anything you want to share? Okay, I think everybody
Say great job, Shiva.
is
As
ready
well.
to sleep.
Sorry, Prabhu.
No, I think nobody is talking. Maybe they are ready to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We didn't sleep yet.
Yeah, we are awake. Prabhuji, we are still listening.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that tune, whatever we were singing, that tune will put everyone asleep.
Oh, that tune that I sang?
No, the one that I was trying to recall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I heard
I
this
thought that-
tune in very old movie also. Yeah, same sloka and this I heard. I'm memorizing, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. The Potana Bhagavatam slokas?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe one of you can recite on one day. Okay. One last time. Anyone else? Anything to say? Okay. If nothing else, we'll conclude the call here. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Śrīmad ki
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you.